Hi, I'm Cornelius Store. This is my introduction video. Uh, I was I'm a special education math resource teacher for Chicago Public Schools. I'm a math teacher and diverse learner case manager. Um, I got into the field while interested in the field of teaching back in seventh grade when my seventh grade civics teacher introduced, not introduced, but took me and a couple other young black males aside and spoke to us about being a man. Um, I didn't have a father growing up, so I kind of observed the male teachers or the male coaches I had while I was in school, and I kind of try to mimic myself over the positive qualities and the positive traits that they had. They showed and showed me and my peers. But this one teacher kind of caught my attention in seventh grade when he pulled myself and three other, I would say, black boys who may or may not have had their father in their life, pulled aside and talked to us about having values and attributes of being a man and how to respect women and how to respect yourself, period. So after that conversation, I kind of wanted to go into the field of education because I wanted to be a role model to young black men that didn't have any much positive role models looking up to. So I want to be that. But I wanted to get into special education in high school when I started seeing that a lot of these kids that had IEPs were just passed along in the system. They was giving diplomas, not knowing how to read, not knowing how to multiply. So they and given just watered down work. Uh, I believe a teacher told me. Nothing tell me, but I overheard a teacher telling one little boy that he shouldn't think about going to college. He should do something with his hands. And I noticed this boy, and he was very interested in going to college. He wanted to go to college, but she kind of like um, rained on his parade. So, and also want to be and that I guess that put me in a place of wanting to be an advocate for kids with special needs. And so, attribute that I would say an advocate must have is compassion. You must have compassion for everyone, not just students or adults, especially. You must have compassion and wouldn't say compassion and patience. Those qualities and to make you an advocate and to be brave because you will definitely get pushback. You will from others who don't see things the way you see it, who feels like some of these kids are just bad, so to speak, or they just plain dumb and they can't really learn. So why even bother? Let's focus on the kids who are actually trying or who can make the grades. And a lot of these kids get told from a young age that they will never learn how to read, that they have behavior issues, and they have anger issues, and that's why it's okay to act this way. They never taught positive behavior, so to actually to show them and to speak up for them, because they just like young kids mostly believe whatever the adults say. Like, you're the teacher, okay? If you say I'm this and I'm this, and if I'm gonna show you that, or I'm gonna prove to you, or I'm just going to um, confirm what you're telling me I am. But that goes along with parents. Parents usually just agree with the teacher. Uh, so to be an advocate, you just gotta be brave. You guys just have to be so compassionate and brave enough to speak up for the ones who don't have voices. Um, My last one is some obstacles that some kids will have is just funding. Um, the legislation are cutting back on special education because they have a view that special education is just um, a cop out or excuse. I know that in CPS there was a cut to special education system because the special education department takes up most of the funding from the schools, and so we don't have the teachers. We sometimes don't have supplies. Kids with autism that I've heard who are nonverbals don't have PECs. They don't have I forgot the word, the name of the machine, the text to speak machine. So they don't necessarily can communicate. So funding is a really big obstacle for a kid not receiving the services they need. So that's my spiel, and that's my history going up into my special education career. That's my belief for the attributes that a person will need to have to be an advocate for children and adults with special needs. And that's my view on the obstacles that we face as special education teachers, special education advocates, and just with special education people with disabilities. So, like I said, I'm Cornelius Store. Really seeking my LBS2 to learn more about the legislation, the laws around special education. So, thank you.